When I was 12 years old, I went on my very first hunting trip with my dad, and we went up to the mountains looking for a buck deer. And while we were there, we were nearing the top of a peak, and we thought we had heard an animal up there, and we were pretty sure that it was a buck that we were hunting for. So we decided to split up. He went below just in case if I got a shot off on the animal, he would be able to see it or track it if it ran off that side, and I would be able to go up and get a shot on it. So as I reached the peak, I wasn't able to find the animal until I walked into a patch of quakies, and right there, I was about 5 to 6 feet away from a full bull elk, and it bugled and it stared at me, and I was mesmerized. I had never seen a beast or anything like that before in my life. And it was an amazing experience. And watching it run, and it was the most incredible thing I'd ever seen. And ever since then, I had been hooked on elk, anything with elk, calling for them, looking for them, watching them, and hunting them. I had chosen my topic of my introduction, my info speech on archery elk hunting. I have chosen the archery elk because I believe the elk is a very noble animal, and they are very smart and intelligent, and it takes quite a bit of patience and knowledge to be able to hunt these beautiful animals. Some things about the intelligence of the elk is that they're very seasonal animals. A lot of the ways you can hunt them is talking to them. When I say talk, I mean you got to call for them. I would like to share a clip of an archery of a elk calling. That right there was a bull elk calling during the rut. The rut is a time when the males, they're trying to get females, and that is the time when they're most vulnerable, and that is the time when you need to call to be able to call in a bull elk. Or if you need to find a cow or a spike, you need to get a cow or spike call. And you really had to be very strategic about which calls you use at what times and what dates, because like I said, they're very seasonal and smart animals. Also, another thing that elk are very ingenious about is their location. They, believe it or not, they actually know when they're on private or public land, and they know when and when not people are going to chase them, hunt after them when predators are there. At all times, they know where they're standing, and they're very, very precise about what they do. A little bit more about the archery part. When you archery hunt, you need the right equipment. You need a bow, I believe something over 55 pounds or more on the drawback, so you can get a good clean shot. You want to be able to penetrate and get a good shot on the elk, but also at the same time, you don't want too much, because an arrow going too fast is just as useless as an arrow going too slow. A wonderful quote that comes to my mind is from a hero of mine, of Steve Ranella. He's also a very big archery elk hunter. And he says, make yourself do a lot of things that you'd be happy to look back on, and make sure you've got plans for those things in the future. I would like to leave you today asking yourself, what things do you want to look back on, and what things do you make time for in your life? Thank you.